from an IIT Foundation, and it is a not-for-profit set up by an IIT group of companies, and it is not their CSR. So we are independent organization and focused on sustainability from our side. So yeah. So like NIIT sets up centers all over. We set up centers in urban slums. Focus is towards vocational education of underprivileged youth in urban cities and in rural areas. So we have about 14 centers that we've set up in Delhi NCR. And we have a number of young people coming there, underprivileged youth, who are trained, and then we find them jobs. So we've been doing this for quite some time now, well, relatively speaking, about 3 years. And what we found was that, the students, when they're coming in, we teach them English, we teach them personality development and, confidence, and, they learn about IT and they learn about other soft skills. The feedback that kind of kept coming back to us was, they practice English while they are in the center. But once they go back, they have nobody to practice English with. The parents don't understand English. When they try to speak in English with their friends, they are made fun of. And so when that feedback kept coming back, that's really when we were thinking, what can we do to really address that situation, which is where this solution for the mobiles originated. So instead of, explaining what the entire thing is all about, maybe we'll just run a quick video. It's a home video. We've made it in the center with some of the students, some of the parents, and some of the teachers. Maybe it will give a better understanding of, what is it that we are trying to achieve. Thank you. 7 minutes.
India has one of the world's largest qualified pool of technical manpower, but when it comes to employability, we are lagging far behind. And the hardest hit are the youth in the urban slums and rural areas, which is the underserved sections of the society. What NIIT Foundation is trying to do is we are trying to polish the personalities of these students through improving their skill base. Our training tries to polish their personality in 360 degrees. And most important part of it is giving them confidence in English.
English is very critical when it comes to taking jobs. But with them, practice English at home becomes difficult because their parents have no knowledge about the language. And with theirs, it becomes again difficult because they make fun of them.
To innovatively address this issue, we have integrated mobile phone applications in our courseware. The phones that are loaded with Hindi to English as well as English to Hindi dictionary, pronunciation, audio, video, word list. These phones are given to the students as a part of their courseware.
इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कोर्स पहले भी किया था, कुछ वर्ड बोलना समझ नहीं आता था, इसलिए मैं दोबारा पूछती रहती थी, पर घर जाते जाते सब भूल जाती थी। इस कोर्स में फोन मिला है, इसलिए मैं वर्ड को जब चाहे फोन से सुन सकती हूँ कि कैसे बोलते हैं। अब 60 क्लास के सारे वर्ड मुझे याद होते हैं। नाउ आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट इन दिस।
These phones provide 24/7 learning environment. The student always has a phone with him. They take it home, they practice their English speaking on it, they record what they've said, and compare it to how it should have been said. When they see the difference, they show dramatic improvement.
Now class, we will do a recording. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario, and on the basis of that scenario, you will be doing your recording. The scenario is, you have to book a ticket from Delhi to Mumbai for 30th of April. You want to take a train in the afternoon. You are calling an agency by the name Aman, right? So how will you start and how will you end the conversation? So you can go to your recording option in application. Go to your application mode, from menu. From there go to recording, and then you have to record the conversation, right? Then you will send that conversation back to me and we will play that conversation to check whether we are able to talk over the phone properly or not when we need to give certain information.
Hello, MR Agency. I am Mukesh Kumar.
want to book a ticket from Delhi to Mumbai on 30th April.
Hello, I am Bhavna. Is it emergency? I want to booking a ticket from Delhi to Mumbai on 30th April. Is any afternoon ticket available?
Anjali's file is here. Now I will play the file and listen to the file what you have said. Right? Now we will analyze what you have recorded. Okay? I'll play Vandana's file first. Hello. Yes, I am Vandana. It is an emergency. I want to book a ticket from Delhi to Mumbai on 30th April. Is it afternoon? So here we say, is it afternoon? We are not talking about the right time right now, right? We want the ticket for afternoon. So how will we frame the sentence? Is any afternoon train available? Right?
Another thing is that in a class, a lot of time is spent on your attendance, your homework collection, your eliciting responses from the students. All of this time has been cut to almost zero using the feedback mechanism on these phones.
Okay, class. Can we start marking our attendances? Open your map application. Open. Start sending your data. Start it. Finger, underneath.
मुझे मेरे कोर्स के बहाने नया मोबाइल फोन मिल गया है, तो उससे मुझे वर्ड मीनिंग काफी तरह चल जाते हैं, जिससे प्रोनाउंसिएशन सुधरती है हमारी, बोलने का ढंग, मीनिंग, अब हमें टीचरों का वेट नहीं करना पड़ता, इससे हमारी फ्रेंड्स की भी हेल्प कर सकते हैं कोई पूछता है तो.
Now class, let's listen to the audio and answer the questions given here.
The time is 9 a.m. How will you greet your boss?
Use your magic to answer. Open your application. Mark the answers. So here we start giving the answers. Two of us gave the right answer as A and one person sent me the answer as B. Okay? So we have 66% A and 33% B. Now let's check the answer. The answer is right? So you all know who answered the correct option.
Classes now are, I would say, a little easy to control because now students are focused about what they are saying because they know that they are getting tracked and they are learning without realizing it. So they record and then they re-record till they get their homework right. And prior to that, they were learning and doing homework for 20-15 minutes. But now they are doing it for 2 hours. So that's amazing.
पहले तो सारा दिन गाने वगैरह सुनती रहती थी, इसलिए अब बेकार लगता था. अब वो कि उसके इंटरनेट के काम की चीजें, नॉलेज की चीजें और ज्यादा इंग्लिश वगैरह ऐड करती है, तो इसलिए अच्छा है.
Better. This is better.
Better. This is better.
Warm. It is warm today.
Warm. It is warm today.
The civil services organizations working in the training space are generally faced with two kinds of challenges. One is to inculcate an attitude of learning to learn among the students, and the other one is to shorten the time to employment. NIT Foundation, after integrating the mobile phone devices into the phone, has started addressing both these challenges. There are still thousands of youngsters in these communities who are...
Thank you, Rohit. So, I know we are kind of short on time. So, if anybody has any questions, maybe, or maybe we can talk after after the session. We still have some time.
So we have a time for a question or two, so no problem.
Yeah, so in the NIT Foundation Center, the courses are not free. So these underprivileged students that are coming in, they're paying fees. And as part of that, they get this mobile phone. And it's one of the Nokia phones that comes equipped with some minimum basic features that we needed, like the Bluetooth and the recording and the video and stuff like that. And so it comes as part of their courseware. Yeah. some of these applications we've designed in our, NIIT is designed in our R&D. Meaning, how do we decide what content to put in? So, sorry? Yeah. So we already have a course that we've created, right, after talking to the industry and the kind of jobs that are available and what's the skill set of the audience, right, our target audience. So we've designed the course content. Now we have figured out what part of that content can be leveraged using the mobile technology. Yes, please. The teachers or the students, because this is predominantly outside of, so on a general note, for us, when the evaluation, these teachers are our teachers. They are all certified by NIIT, NIIT Foundation. So for us, for the job-oriented courses, the number of students that actually transition to work life is really what's the measure for how effective a teacher is, eventually in the long run. And of course, all students go through pre-test and post-test and intermediate tests. The scoring that happens from that side, plus the attendance of the students, and then we do take feedback from the students and the parents to figure out, what is, what's the softer aspects of the teacher, how are they evaluating that. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, Sapna, there is a question there. And it's a lady, so I can't just say no.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you speak a bit louder, or you need a mic?
It's more of an expert question, But I'll tell you what my perspective is. So when we were deciding what parts of the content to move on to the mobile, there were two aspects. One, something that they can use outside the classroom. So like the dictionary is very, very handy for them. They are like, for instance, some of the students, they've said that when they're traveling in the buses, now instead of listening to music, they actually go through the dictionary and practice. Or when they hear people talking in English, they actually catch a word and really try and see, what's the meaning instead of, so they are able to more productively utilize the time when they're waiting in queues or when they're traveling in buses and whatever else. So definitely something that they can use as a reference or, something like, so we're saying that something that they need to practice on their own. So for instance, we've created some videos about introducing yourself, right? So it has a certain set of, what we feel is an ideal introduction when you're going and talking to a stranger, right? Or somebody, a colleague at work. So we had just intended it to be something that the student actually sees it once, really as a reference, right? But what we realized was that the students started recording themselves over and over again to try and get the right accent, the right expression. And they came back and they said, see, now, how do you rate me? Is it like same, 100% or what? So we are curious to see what innovative ways even the students are really going to be using the applications, that we are going to be creating. Still have like a small number of applications, a long way to go still. But, we are very excited by the initial feedback we've received from the students. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Sapna.